Hi everyone, welcome back to F1 2020, my team Minardi. We're off to Japan in a smidge, but I thought we'd have a quick little rummage around stuff that we could do. First of all, I would quite like to do some sponsorship stuff there. Then I'd like to do some aerodynamic focus, and then I would like to do some sim work for Delatraz so that he's bang on for Suzuka, because I think that will be very much required around there. Looking at what we can or can't do for an upgrade is really fascinating for me at the moment, because I'm a bit like, I want to do juicy things. I'm not quite sure what I want to do next. I don't know at all. Which is why I'm a bit like, what should we do? We do have the ability to do some increased point generation though from the chassis, and I'm going to do that next week around. So we'll dive into our R&D next. Now the whole point of this is so that we could finally get to actually doing something with the brakes. So let's go for this major upgrade here, which should in theory be ready in time for Japan. Sadly, I can't quite get the same thing again with a secondary issue around here, so let's keep going. Advance the time.
Our new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Which is grand. So that gives us 8-7. And that's still 925. Dang it. Okay. I'm going to skip and advance that because they drive me up the wall.
You're not
But we're going to stop there.
Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival.
Ooh.
Think carefully who you select. While you will receive acclaim for beating them, you'll lose acclaim if you fail to do so.
That's only +8, so I still quite fancy. Let's do the diffuser. Yeah. Because we're still at 300. Yes, I know that's going to be chunky and it's going to take us 1,000 to get there. But I think we'll be able to do it on time-wise alone. Maybe we should start to look a little bit on durability, but sod it. That can be next year. Okay, let's continue on. There we go, that does allow the brakes to get through. Now we don't quite have enough for that, but it doesn't matter. Let's go off to Suzuka, where I'm not generally very good. Let's see how we get on. Okay everyone, welcome back after practice, and there's some big things going on. So the first thing that we're going to shout about is we have weather forecast is dry. Next year there's going to be regulation changes again, so no more spending of any R&D points. We are in save mode essentially, so that we can minimize any damage that will be, because it says multiple departments. Then the other big thing, Sebastian Vettel is retiring from the sport, which is what I thought we was going to have in real life until the Aston Martin deal popped up. So F1 2020 was clearly thinking the same thing. So that is the end of Seb. at the end of this year, and we've chosen him as a rival to finish him off with and see how we get on. Practice is okay around Suzuka. I like the circuit. I'm not very fast here at all, and that's a problem. So yeah, a bit rubbish from us here. Look at the way how the performance though has changed. So we've come here with an improvement, but the big gain here is from Haas more than anyone else. And look at that, they've leapfrogged McLaren, who are now the 9th worst car according to those stats. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. So yeah, fascinating stuff there. And they've caught right up with Haas have overtaken McLaren and are kind of not that far behind the Renault, Alfa Romeo and Racing Point trio. AlphaTauri have been leapfrogged and pulled away from now by Ferrari, who are back to being the 4th best team. Red Bull have closed in slightly on Mercedes, although you wouldn't have noticed it in practice. And we've pulled away slightly from everyone else, although you wouldn't notice that in practice either, because neither myself nor Delatraz have been particularly speedy fast. And I'm not really fancying I don't normally go well round Suzuka, if I'm honest. Enjoy the track. I'm a bit scatty round it. And I've had some absolutely horrific races in various leagues and so on and so forth. So I'm not really expecting tons here. So without further ado, talk myself right up, haven't I? Let's dive in. I've changed no setup from last year either. So because it feels okay, it's a little slidey, I guess is probably the best way I'd describe my setup. And low grip, but it's the only way I can get round, so it'll have to do. So, one shot quali. I don't think this will treat me well. Wish me luck. Very good on straight line speed, whatever my setup is. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Let's try again. We're good on straight line speed, but we're not so great round the corners. Alright, that is way better than I thought that was ever going to be. I will take that hands down. Better than Hamilton, but just behind Brotas. Done, done, done. Happy bunny.
And with qualifying complete, let's
Ooh.
review our top 3 today. Bottas, Smith and Lewis Hamilton. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
So, quite a few movers and shakers there. So, Hamilton there down in third. Perez a stunning fall for the AlphaTauri. Delatraz 5 in the sister car. I think I'll be very pleased with that. Leclerc, best Ferrari. Verstappen doing well for Alfa Romeo. Interestingly, Nick de Vries was fastest in FP1. I was very confused. Ricciardo, best Red Bull. You wouldn't expect that given that it's a car circuit and it's a Red Bull. Gasly, Vettel down in 10, not great. Kvyat 11. Albon not quite up with Ricciardo again. Sainz punching well above the McLaren's weight. 2 racing points, not great. 15 and 16. De Vries, Grosjean beating Norris. Magnussen just behind. So again, you can see that Haas have rejoined back on the field, which is good to see. Giovinazzi well clear of Latifi. It does make me think though that because the game's got Seb as a retirement, which F2 driver will they promote? Assuming that it's just the one and like someone else doesn't get left on the sidelines. That passes ahead of Seb in the rivalry. Thank you, thank you. Little improvement for both, but we'll have it. Edging towards that 15 where I can unlock my last of my perks. Be juicy if I can. Okay, race day. Please be dry. It looks very cloudy. Okay. Go on, Suzuka. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Smith completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Perez, Louis Delatraz, and Verstappen, Ricciardo, Gasly,
Leclerc.
Vettel, and Daniel Kvyat, Albon, Sainz, Esteban Ocon, and Russell, Stroll, Leclerc. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Nick de Vries and Roman Grosjean, Norris, Magnussen, Giovinazzi, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Indeedums. I wonder.
This is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix. Let's give them a race worth watching.
It's only a few seconds difference, isn't it? Oh, look, and it's put me on it all, instantly. No. We'll do that because it gives us so much more to burn. Okay, wish me luck. I hear buffeting, or is that cars hitting each other? I can't quite tell. But that was a dream getaway. Which is good because I'm sure as the tyres get worse, I will get worse. Good on Delatrez, still in 5th. Oh, yellow flag down at the hairpin. Wonder if that was just a hit. Can't see anyone ridiculously out of place.
All right, we're looking good so far.
I don't trust Bottas. I think he's looking a bit juicy. No one in the pits either, so that yellow flag may have just been general stoppage. No, 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 no!
Are you all right? Engine off, engine off.
I'm clearly not okay, Jeff. Then proceeds to do almost the exact same thing again. Oh! He does do the same thing again!
No, you're okay.
You twat!
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Oh, crumbs. I was doing that a lot in practice, actually. Oh, look at those tyres.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
We're going to need to stretch early because I want to not get caught up behind the Williamses and Hasses if we're pitting so early. If I can help it. Let's try and make a break early because it looks like Latifi has bizarrely probably caused quite a lot of place change up front because we're always catching him as part of the thing.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
Oh! Oh, I keep forgetting that we've reset the challenge rubbish. It really annoys me that I can't get... there doesn't seem to be a way to get those points to get the premium stuff from the premium pass. I've already bought your game. If you're making the content like that and waving it in front, it always feels a little bit disingenuous. Says I. Oh, I ran out of dares that lap. I'm loving what Perez is doing in that Alpha Tauri today. That is an almighty effort. Just calm the engine down a little bit.
I think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
Oh. Literally that corner then. I don't think actually we'll catch everyone in those pit stops. I think the field looks close enough to me for us to all kind of concertina quite nicely. It just depends on how long they're all going to stay out for.
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
Yes, we are. Oh. Oh, yellow flag. Oh, Norris is out. Oh, I thought I was going to smack into the back of... Oh, I have. He has, rather. Hit the back of me there. I knew that I'd lose out as soon as my tyres went off, but really... Doesn't matter, we're pitting now anyway. Just. Okay, we know we're right. Verstappen's up really high. Kvyat, Sainz, Russell, Ocon, Leclerc's not gone up the order.
Go, go, go.
Okay, so here's... we're not going to get it, are we?
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the
We're
race
going to
on
beat
this
out
compound.
Latifi though, and that is key. That was what I wanted. Because that is going to pay us back really well.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Oh, we can, don't you worry. Maybe not into spoon, but I reckon we'll... maybe we could, you know. No. water spoon, yes.
Louis is coming in for his stop.
There we go. Delatraz on a normal pit stop strategy for once as well. That's delightful. Ooh, they beat out the Tiffy as well. Okay. Let's just chill on the old fuel for a bit. Who's up ahead? Magnussen 4 seconds.
Car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
That's Perez
We have
stuck
5
behind
laps of fuel
Latifi.
remaining.
Oh, it's Verstappen, I think, that will be. This could be interesting, you know. There they all come. That was closer than I wanted it to be, but it's worked.
Gap to teammate behind is 3.4 seconds.
Ocon and Stroll still out in front. So they'll have the stupid strategy where they get put on the hard tyres.
Okay,
Oh.
gap ahead is 9.4 seconds.
But it's worked actually for Perez, especially. Perez has leapfrogged Hamilton and Delatraz. Sorry, Hamilton. He was already ahead of Delatraz. So that has definitely worked to stay out later. So those two in, look, both on hard tyres. That's ruined their lives, especially Ocon's. He looked like he was on for points there, potentially. Fastest lap by Vettel.
Vettel has
Pardon?
just posted the fastest lap of the race so far.
No Valtteri.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Albon. I was going to say, stop hitting the back of me, Bottas, because you're going to run into trouble in a minute, and it won't be for me. Plus, it's also putting us back into the Perez-Hamilton-Delatraz battle. Which I think is really only going to end up helping Perez keep ahead. Oh, he's had to pit. Well, that's buggered him right up. He didn't need to. Christ. Shocked me so much I couldn't even take turn one properly.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
I think that hands Hamilton the championship pretty much as well. I didn't really want him to pit because that was another couple of points coming off of Hamilton's championship advantage compared to us, which I'd have quite liked him to not have. So yeah, frustrating. But hopefully Sergio can
Mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
hold him off for a bit.
This is your final lap of the race.
Dear, everyone's setting fastest laps. Assuming that was Albon and Leclerc, who looked by how that triggered that Charles has come up the order. Perez still ahead of Hamilton, that's good. Nicely done, Schmiffy!
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing. Well done.
Another action-packed Japanese Grand Prix comes to an end. And what a magnificent drive to take the win here today.
Yeah.
Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very
Perez on the
race.
podium in the AlphaTauri. That will do nicely, thank you. Fair enough. Oh, we're going to unlock the End Racism car, it looks like it. Thank you. Nearly through to a helmet there as well.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that leader's taken a bit of a knock today. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Charles Leclerc showed exactly how to manage yourself out on the track today. He was almost flawless out there. Incredible stuff.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Well, Ants, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So what was really clear there was just how A team, B team this has become. So we were in the top teams, as were AlphaTauri this time round, as you can see, because Kvyat, they're only 5.1 off the win as well, despite starting 10th. Mercedes obviously up there. Verstappen up there purely for on driver merit, not car merit, for Alfa Romeo. The Red Bulls were there, and the Ferraris were there as well, with Vettel and Leclerc grabbing that final point after his grid drop. Carlos Sainz, 9th best car, just outside the points. Great effort. Ahead of Ocon, who I'm sure lost out because of the tyres more than anything else, although I'm not sure if Sainz overtook him actually on the track. Gasly, Russell finished where he started. De Vries got ahead of Stroll. Again, Stroll, late pitter, went onto the hard tyres. Grosjean, Bottas, fastest race lap on the final lap, I'd imagine. K-Mags. And a big gap back now to the Williamses of Giovinazzi and Latifi, as Haas have got their act together. Ooh, race director. Oh, it was Delatraz and Perez that came together. Okay. Naughty Louis. Stand-ins wise, we move into second. That's why it's decided that we've nibbled into the lead. 34 points though. There is an extreme, and it's an extreme outside shot. I'm not expecting it this season. I wanted to do a run for the double next year, but we'll see. So that's worked out well. Bottas down to third, Seb still ahead of Daniel Ricciardo, Leclerc ahead of Albon, Verstappen all on his own, although he's closing in slightly there as Red Bull falter, specifically in qualifying. Perez moves to best of the rest. Where have we heard that before? Oh, well, apart from Verstappen, obviously, he's kind of the anomaly. Go ahead of Gasly. Delatraz now moves up into 12th, getting some regular points now, Louis, good stuff. No other changes there. No changes in the constructors, but look at us closing down though on the Ferraris and Red Bulls now that we've got 2 cars that can score, which is fascinating. AlphaTauri pulling clear now of Renault as well. That looks like a done deal for 6th in the constructors when that was such a tight battle between them and Renault, with Racing Point not too far behind and looking threatening at the beginning of the year, and it's all fallen apart, hasn't it? Same for McLaren. Let's move on. Anything we going to be asked or said about, I wonder?
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Thanks.
Well, looks like your luck has changed. Things went a lot better than last weekend, didn't they?
They did. Working on the engine and it's been paying off. I want to spread some of the love
How do
here.
you feel the competition is for you this season?
It's been great.
that's everything.
Oh. Oh, so they've done a faster race lap. Keeps that tight. Aye, 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 aye. Another little step forward. I think we might get that 15 at the end of the season. Oh, solid. I'm thinking we might go for a better points bonus sponsor than a Achievy next time around, I think. Okay, 19, 4 races to go. 34 points in it. I don't want to dream because some of these circuits I'm not necessarily the fastest at. United States being one of them. So we'll see what happens next time on Higher Plane Games. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it's a small group of you that do. But watching the stats, I know that you all watch it all the way through. So that's why I keep doing it, to entertain you. So take care all. Bye for now. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a collection of media projects ran by me. If you like what you see and want to find out more, visit patreon.com/Higher Network. Your support can make so much more possible, be that a like, a comment, a share, or a pledge. Thanks for watching.